Hey guys, HyperFalcon22 here, and today we need to see what we can do about possibly getting this field at least turned over, if not planted. So we are going to start the day running over to the shop. So we're going to jump in the tractor here, run over to the shop, see if we can't get a cultivator and a seeder. And then we're going to see what we can do as far as it being September month 2, and seeing what we can do as far as maybe getting something in the ground. Now I'm still eyeing this field right here to the left, this cornfield. I don't see any reason to buy it until it's closer to harvest. That way we can hang on to our money as long as we can, but I'm really trying to at least reclaim the 3 fields, and then maybe this other one over here off to our left as well. Get those 4 fields right there together. Really try to not just rebuild what Grandad had, but even add on to it a little bit. So with that in mind, we're going to run over to the shop here real quick, see what... oh shoot. Well, I never returned that, so we ate the leasing cost for that for another day. Let's go in here real quick and get rid of that. That is not needed. Oversight on mine, only 200 bucks. I guess we can make our peace with that. Alright, we'll get rid of that real quick. There we go. Jump in here real quick. They open at 6, so no big deal. Be their first customer today, and I might be here more than once today, so let's just see what we can find real quick. And as much as I hate to do it, I think we're going to sell this. It's $25,000, and I think we can get a tractor with better horsepower. This one's only got 95, definitely limited. Man, I just don't know. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we can do. Let's just run through it real quick. Start with the cultivators. That's what we need the most, because the ground has to be turned over. And let's see. And ooh, he's got a special. Okay. Alce antenna, or Atna, whatever. Only 5,500 bucks. We can actually buy this outright. Really. Not very big. It's only 2.5 meters across, so we're not talking about a lot here. Colors are actually fine. I don't care about the colors on this. 6 grand. Damn it. Man, I don't know. Just so much to go up any. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get above that 2.5, but we can extend it later if we need to. So we have that in our back pocket. That doesn't cost anything, so might as well just leave it. Alright. I don't like this. I want something bigger. This is going to take forever to do anything. I don't have enough money to lease anything else. It just makes sense just to buy this for no more than the small field we have, though. Man, that's a jump, though, from 6 grand going up. Man, I don't like that. Alright, well, let's see what we can do here. Got a couple options. What are we going to do? 1 year, maybe? 2 years isn't too bad. It's only 270 bucks a month. We might do that and then look to pay it off early. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Yep, that's what we're going to do right there. Alright. Alright, well, we financed it, so we kept a little bit of our cash. And what can we do with that cash that we kept? Jump in here real quick. Man, I love this thing. I don't know if we can pull it, though. It's so heavy, but it is the cheapest option, too. What do we want to do, boys? Man. In an ideal world. But I think I have weeds turned off, so I guess we really don't need that. Leasing's going to be incredibly expensive on that bad boy. Or, well, financing, I mean. So I think we're just going to lease it. I can deal with the $2,000. Hopefully this will only be the time that we can do this, and then in the future hopefully we can just buy it or something similar without knowing where we're going yet. I just don't want to commit too awful much, but we are going to need seed for it. I'm also just looking here, and this has like 112 to 150. It's actually cheaper than what it would get for selling ours. So we could sell ours and still buy that. So we get 25 for the international. So I think we're going to sell Granddad's tractor in hopes of grabbing this Ford, get a little bit more horsepower, and that's really going to be crucial for that seeder. That is going to be absolutely crucial for that seeder. And let's go down here and look, because I definitely want to make sure we still have a front end loader. We can, okay, we can still get the front end loader. That's just weird. There we go. We can still get the front end loader. It's only $200 to add it, so we can keep the front end loader we got. Alright, I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead, let Tyler have this international for $25,000, and we're going to pick up that Ford. I think it's just going to be better for us in the long run. So I think that's what we're going to do. So if I'm being 100% honest, I'm not even really sold on this Ford tractor. I just know that it's our best option for this particular moment with getting this field at least disced up. So I don't think we're even going to keep this thing all that long, but I think right now, while we're kind of strapped for cash and all those kind of things, I think we just kind of got to make our peace with it. It's still a really good tractor. It's still a lot better tractor than the international that we had, but we're going to run over here. We're going to get this all torn up and ready for planting, and then we'll be right back with you. Well, that takes care of that. Now we're just gonna, since we bought this, we'll just drop it over here by the barn and get it backed in here in the front. There we go. This thing doesn't handle all that well, really. And we are headed off. We are gonna head over to the dealership real quick, and I think what we're gonna do, I've just been really concerned that that seeder is going to be too heavy for this tractor. Even though it is a little bit bigger tractor, than what we had. I think that cedar is still going to make this thing struggle a little bit, at least while it's in the air. Maybe once it's on the ground it'd be alright, but I think we're going to go and add some wheel weights, and that way we can carry the weight of the cedar a little bit better without coming off the ground, or if we end up going a little too fast. So let's knock that out real quick. Alright, well, we're just messing with the weights here, and the weights actually go in the wheels on this, actually on the inside, so you don't really see it too awful much. Yeah, you can't really see it, but we are definitely going to put the biggest weight we can on there. It's only $20, makes this thing a little bit beefier, and I think that's really going to go a long way towards tugging that cedar around. So we'll go ahead and knock that out real quick, and then we're going to grab that cedar and we'll head over to the farm. I can feel this thing is still tugging. It is still not heavy enough. This is going to be concerned. Whoa, Bessie! Whoa, Bessie! All right, Bessie. Yeah, there we go. Put her down. Put her down. Put her down. Let's calm down. Calm down. Whew. All right. We're going to go a lot slower. We are going to go a lot slower. Whew. Alright, I cannot do it. I cannot do it. This thing is pulling worse than a doctor delivering a breech baby. So we are going to get rid of this piece of junk right now. Alright, well, it's not a piece of junk, but for what we need to do, it's not going to measure up. So this poor guy did a good job for us for about 18 seconds as we needed to cultivate the field, but we got to get rid of him. There's no place on this farm for a piece of machinery this small. Unfortunately, that's gonna mean we're gonna have to get creative. So gonna run this over to the shop and see how creative we can be. Alright, y'all, as you can see, we have both of our drivables over here, and I feel bad about this. That's Granddad's truck. We already traded Granddad's tractor for this Ford. Things just ain't working out. We got no money. I talked to Tyler. He's got a special deal on something. It's a little different. It's a little goofy even. But it's definitely going to get us what we need. And it's going to be more than we need right now. So we're going to go ahead, part ways with these two things in hopes of getting one thing that's kind of the hybrid between these two that we can use for about everything right now, because we are short on money, we are short on time, and we are burning daylight. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Big Orange. Big Orange is going to be the next stage in how our farm operates. This Fiat right here has more horsepower, more traction control, more capability than what we currently have, and we are going to be taking this bad boy to the farm right after we get the front end loader here painted to match. And we're going to take it over to the farm. This is going to get everything we need to do. This has more horsepower than what we're used to. If we end up not needing those double wheels, this is just how it came. The gentleman who had this thing traded it into Tyler this way. He said if we want to drop the double wheels at any point, he can pull them off for us. No big deal. But as for right now, we're going to get this all painted up, get it matching, get it back to the farm. This is how we're going to move forward, people. This is how we're going to move forward. So I'll jump in here real quick and get our paint on. There we go. That'll work. A little bit of orange right there. Well, do the blue first. So much orange. I think I want to use the orange for the lower one. So we can mix that blue up a little bit to kind of balance those colors. I think that's going to look nice though right there. I think that's going to look nice. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Go ahead and get rid of that bale fork. Hopefully we never need that son of a bitch again. Alright. But we are going to come in here and grab forks. We just don't need bale forks. And there is no orange ones to match. That's fine. We'll go ahead, go with the Albert, and that'll work. Alright. Not blue, they're not orange, but they do work. So, go ahead and hook this bad boy back up. Oh, we're looking good there. Yep, that was right. Blues don't quite match, but I can live with that. I can live with that all day. And believe it or not, even with these duals on the back, this drives 100% better. It's just better. I got more power, I got more control, I got more stability, and we have more possibilities for things that we can pull with this. So we're going to go ahead. That is not the right button. That was just weird. Alright. Pulling some Cirque du Soleil tractor here. We're going to grab this pallet right here, seed, since we are already here with the forks anyhow. And hopefully ATC does not charge us for that little ding on the building, but grab this pallet here and we are going to head back to the farm and see what we can get wrapped up today. Alright, we'll put this pallet right here, just off the field. Go ahead and back up into our cedar here. Still a little heavy. Still a little heavy, but once we set it down, I think we're going to be up. There we go. Balanced right out. Balanced right out. Alright, and I can push this around kind of good. So, I think we're going to be just fine with this. Let's go ahead and knock this out and see how it goes. Make sure our dimensions are set. And see if we can wrap this up. Just got to get ourselves maneuvered properly here. And here we're off. Well, y'all, we have hit an impasse. We now are out of money and out of lime. So we need to grab a contract real quick so that we can at least make enough money to buy the lime to finish liming the field. We need something close to us. Don't much care what it is. Hopefully the easier the better. Cultivating is always easy. Wait a minute. You guys see what I see? Look at that. We already own a tractor and a cultivator. Now, I don't want to borrow the equipment, but at $400 I probably should, but I'm not going to. We will run it with Big Orange and Little Blue and see if we can't make a little bit of cashy cash here. Probably take forever with our tiny little cultivator, but $6 is $6, and that'll allow us to finish the field without borrowing equipment. Now, I'm sure I'm going to regret this almost instantly, because that tractor and that cultivator make quick work of this field, and it is a massive, massive field for no bigger than the size of our cultivator. So this is going to be a little while. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to make the best of it. We're going to put on some music in the background, maybe turn on a little YouTube video to watch, and knock out this cultivating, and we will be right back with you. So in the meantime, enjoy the time lapse. Here we go. Alright, now we are going to go in here, get paid from David. Absolutely. Alright, now we got some cheddar cheese in the bank. With that cheddar cheese, going to jump in here, grab a little bit of lime, because that's what we are lacking. Ooh, no, there we go. 2's enough. Grab 2, and I do apologize, the sound bite for this piece got a little messed up, so that's why you don't hear it in the background at the same time. But anyway, we're going to go ahead, get this lime, get it thrown on the field, and see where that leaves us. And with that in mind, y'all, we have got this field taken care of like we planned to. Even did a contract and switched the tractor out a couple of times in the making. We are going to call it for September. Wake up Green Day and see you in October.